Opening drive.
It's opening drive.
Opening drive. It's the opening drive. It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is Sports Radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good Tuesday morning, August 4th. Tuesday morning, August 4th. It's the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers, live from the worldwide headquarters of ESPN The Jock here in Springfield, Mo, a Zimmer broadcast company. And so glad you're along for the ride today. And Tom is efforting me. That's the word they use in this business, right? Efforting me to get into the live stream today, which, by the way, is sponsored by Highland Dairy. Highland Dairy is our live stream sponsor for Facebook and YouTube. Fresh milk.
Absolutely. Maybe some breakfast ice cream.
Man, I tell you what, something. I'll take that. Some chocolate milk, something. You know, I think part of the sponsorship, I need to have a little cooler of chocolate milk over here in the corner. Little refrigerator, chocolate milk. That'd be great. I think that'd be an appropriate thing to have. Hey, I'm back in, Tom. I think I'm back up on this code. Maybe I hit the wrong code. There I am. Highland Dairy, our sponsors. Appreciate Highland Dairy's support of our live stream, which is taken off, which is, I'm telling you, we are pushing for 2 million viewers this year. And I'm telling you, it's great.
Easy. That's an easy goal for us after less than 200,000 views last year in 2025.
Nuts.
We will, because we're getting, a couple 100,000 a month.
Yeah.
So
we're probably not quite at ORPTV level yet.
No, we're not. We're not. But
I like how you just inserted that one day. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Golf clap, And
then he comes on, he said, yeah, we're getting 500,000 a month. And we're like,
well, who wouldn't want to get 500,000 a month with Craig Stagner on there, getting all the good stuff out there, all the results, all the previews. I mean, he is the go-to racing guy. So of course not. That'll be tomorrow, by the way, ORPTV. Looking forward to that. Getting Craig back on and talking some racing. It was a light race weekend this past weekend. There were no major races this weekend, so all local stuff. So we'll talk about that.
We call his show Full Throttle.
Full Throttle. Yeah.
Right.
Man. And then we got Show Me the Money today. We got that going today. So
Bear Tracker today.
Bear Tracker Day. 32. I got to make a graphic for you. I forgot to do that. 32 today, as we are 32 days away from kickoff down at College Station. And a good show here today as well. Tom, looks like you got lined up for us.
We do indeed.
Play it again, sports.
Our show, as always, sponsored by Play It Again Sports, located at Fremont Shopping Center. You want to get in there. They got all the fall gear in now. The football, the soccer, the volleyball, that's all in. Of course, they still have a great selection of golf clubs. Still a great selection of baseball gear, softball gear as well. Shoes, apparel, everything. Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center.
Hey, we got a big hello, good morning from our good friend John Hartley. He could be
Papa Hart getting out there listening to us this morning.
Could be one of the greatest guys on the face of the earth.
100%. I think he's listening to us from somewhere else, not home. I mean, he's traveling. So thanks for listening today, Papa Hart.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I first started here, one of the first sporting events, well, it was among the first year I was here, baseball. It was out at Republic. I remember this.
Barnhouse?
Yeah, Barnhouse.
Yeah.
Hillcrest was playing out there. I guess it was a Legion game. I'm not sure, because trying to figure out why, unless they were playing Republic, which it could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah. But I remember going out there, and the first time I met Coach Hart.
Mm-hmm.
What a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy. And I also remember him, some summer baseball, some Legion baseball stuff. But there was I remember him coaching against Hillcrest
Mm-hmm.
So
Hillcrest, good rival back then.
Yep. Great. I mean, the two finest, nicest coaches in the world going against one another. And I remember kind of watching. I went out to watch the lefty hurl back in the day. John Barrett.
he could spin it, couldn't he?
Well, and at Barnhouse, I remember Barrett was warming up out there, and he was doing long toss before he pitched. And he ran out of real estate there. That's a big field.
It is.
And he was throwing from fence to fence.
Yeah.
And, he ran out of real estate. That's a big field out there.
It is.
But no problem for him. Catcher had to have a relay. Whoever he was playing catch with had to have a relay man to get it back to John Barrett.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I tell you, I think I've said this before on the show. I think when Spitzel was on, that, man, I tell you, umpiring John Barrett was one of the highlights of my umpiring here in Springfield, because I knew, first of all, I already knew who was going to win. That wasn't even a thing, because that lefty, that ball spinning out of there, and you just stayed in your crouch, and you called that strike on that curveball. I mean, it was just like everybody's ducking out of it. Everybody's, moving, like, dude, that's a strike all day long. Then you throw that fastball, that tailing, that slider comes in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was sick stuff, man. It was fun stuff. Yeah, I like John Barrett a lot. Yeah, thanks for listening to Papa Hart. Appreciate you out there today. Many others out there today watching and listening online. You can listen directly online. Stream us online at 969thejock.com.
He said he watched, or actually umpired, Scott Bales when he was pitching. So
I bet that was fun too.
Yeah. So you got to do John Barrett. He got to do Scott Bales.
I got to do Lucas Harrell too. That was fun. I mean, I've gotten to do a lot of the big pitchers have come out of Southwest Missouri. I was fortunate enough when I was umpiring, I was doing that with Coach Steck back in the day, and the late Keith Boaz as well, and Shane Freeby. Umpired a lot of those guys, and with a lot of those guys, Doug Thresher. I mean, all these, Jason Justice, all these guys. Man, it was fun. It was fun umpiring these really good athletes from around here. Went on and did some things.
I still have to question you guys. I joke around, but I question you guys for doing this because there's safety in the broadcasting booth.
Oh yeah,
you guys would take a foul ball off. How about a John Barrett fastball fouled off your mask or your shoulder or your arm or something?
I took a few of those in the shoulder every now and then. I mean, those foul balls, and they never hit you in that little flap that's on your shoulder. It hits you in that crease that's underneath there. Always. Never hits you in the spot that's, you think you got all this armor on back there. Nah, always hits you in the spot you don't have something. Oh, I hate it.
40 years of doing baseball, never been hit in the broadcast booth. So I'm just saying,
I would say that.
Who's smarter, Rob, Coach Hartley, or the broadcaster?
Yeah, definitely. The broadcasters are more smart in that respect. That's for sure. Great show today. News Leader sports writer Liam Keating coming in studio today. The new sports writer
moved into town this weekend.
He's here. Yeah,
I invited him when he got here, and he took us up on the offer. He did kind of complain about the hours. He's a sports writer.
Exactly.
He complained about the hours, but that's kind of that goes with it, I think. And the business.
What's have to get him later in the week? We wouldn't want to have him on after a big like a high school basketball night where he's out there until midnight or something. We wouldn't want to have him on Wednesday morning. We'd have to space that out a little bit.
Well, it's probably bad anyway this week because he's probably unpacking boxes. Yeah. This might get him out of a little work.
Yeah,
with his wife.
True. Hey, got something. Got to run, honey. Radio's calling me.
New job.
Got to do my deal. Get to know people around the community. I'm going to go into the station.
Absolutely.
Until he'll be here. And then you got Mike Reeves coming in as well. Not coming in, but online.
STL Sports Pages. Yeah. He covers the Cardinals. So when I talked to him yesterday, he's like, I don't think the Cardinals are going to do much. So
they're more active than the Royals.
What do you want to talk about? I don't think the Cardinals will do anything. And then boom, as soon as he says that, Jojo Romero and Dustin May are gone, and then Newt Barr gone. So we'll have a lot to talk about with Mike Reeves today out of St. Louis.
Will there be a call up from Memphis? For Mr. Baez down there in Memphis, maybe?
Well, that's the interesting thing with Newtbar gone now, that does free up the left field position for Joshua Baez, who's hit over 30 home runs at Memphis.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. He's just swatting balls all over the place. He went through like a cold stretch though there,
A little bit, yeah.
Second half, but he's back at it.
He is, and then they've got a Baez in Springfield, Jesus, who is
not related.
Nope, but he's also, I think he's got 28 combined no hitters between Class A and Double A.
Wow.
So if your name's Baez,
it's a draft comes up.
Yep.
There's like 3 Baezes in the draft. We're taking all 3 Baezes.
Everybody, no doubt about it.
One of these Baezes is going to pay off for us. That's kind of the draft analogy there.
If your first name starts with a J, even though it's Jesus instead of
or Javier or whatever,
Joshua, we're going to take you in the draft. So just know that. And then also, matter of fact, Rainiel Rodriguez, the 19-year-old catcher for Springfield, named the Texas League Player of the Week.
Oh, he had a good week, didn't he? You saw him.
I think I have a lot to do with him. I mean, 3 games I did, homer. He hit 3 home runs, all called by me.
All called by you.
Yep. Batted .526
for the
against
week?
Wichita, 10 for 19.
Wow, that's a good week.
He's 19.
That's awesome. Double A. Catcher,
yep.
right?
Catcher.
I'm telling you, they have positions of strength there at catching. I mean, they that's why I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised, but I'm kind of surprised that maybe Herrera didn't get moved or somebody else. Kind of, but not, because he doesn't have a huge contract. So, I mean, that's another thing too. The Cardinals were trading from strength, outfield, and May and Romero, both on expiring contracts, going to be moved. They got good return on those players, all those players. What'd you get for return on those?
Oh, listen to this. So they get from Arizona, they got Daniel Egan, who is the number 5 Diamondbacks prospect. Wow. Number 5. He was a 3rd-round pick out of the 2024 draft out of Presbyterian College. So he's been
Presbyterian. Yeah.
He's been in the Texas League. He's playing for Amarillo right now.
Wearing
obviously
Springfield Cardinals
gear
here next week.
And then they also got another Amarillo player, left-handed pitcher Sandro Santana, who, listen to this, 2.14 earned run average in the Texas League in 31 games. So they got Daniel Egan, not quite the season this year that they had hoped for, but he's the number 5 prospect. Santana, not one of their top prospects in the Arizona League, but having a great year with a 2.14 earned run average. So maybe moving up quickly there. They paid for a guy out of Cincinnati who may go right into the big league club in St. Louis, Caleb Ferguson, who's a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
So he probably will be
he'll be an arm up on top. Yeah.
Yep. He'll be in New York, Gotham City tonight, probably. And then they got from Milwaukee, they got more big prospects. They got Alexander Frias, an 18-year-old, who is the number 8 Brewers prospect. They think he's going to be a 30 home run guy down the road, but he's only 18 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then an outfielder, Josiah Ragsdale, who's 22, and he's a number 13 Brewers prospect. So they went out and got top 20 prospects.
Well, that moved their farm system up pretty high. I would say they're probably top 3 probably now. I mean, they were already pretty high.
Yeah, they were.
So
yep.
That's a good haul. I mean, that's a good job by Heimblum to get those prospects. Those expiring contracts, you got good value for them. And Newt Bar, there's going to be a log jam there with Baez coming through and some others. They did trade from a position of strength, and they got good quality back, which is great. Good job, Cardinals. Royals, meanwhile, trade Lane Thomas over the weekend. Before the weekend, actually, I think it was Friday they traded Lane Thomas, but they got I think we talked about that on Friday. Actually, they got a good return on Lane Thomas and Bailey Falter. That those 2 guys are going to be playing in the minors. One's going to be a AAA, one's going to be a single A.
Lucas Braun,
he should be decent. He's a good ball player.
Carter Holton.
Yep.
Then they got Carlos Duran, who I think they brought back, right?
I don't know about Carlos Duran, but they trade it's Bubic. They traded
Right.
Bubic for him, which didn't. It surprised me because they traded Bubic because he's injured, first and foremost. But the Dodgers are hoping, as the Royals were hoping, that they get him back for the last month of the season. He's on that track to come back for September 1, basically. So maybe even late August. So they're hoping that they get him back, and the Dodgers got another lefty out of the pen that they can use there. And they didn't really give up. Carlos Duran didn't give up much for him.
And then Nolan Hoffman was the fourth pitcher, all pitchers that the Royals got back.
That was kind of a minor league swap kind of thing. The thing with Duran, if you think about this for a second, the Royals probably had an opportunity to trade Bubic in the offseason for Jared Duran, from the Boston Red Sox, although they wanted Cole Reagans, who they really wanted. But that Bubic's name was flown around out there for that too, but they didn't. So, but that's okay. Royals didn't make any moves. Not surprising. I mean, the talk going into it was they were standing pat and they're going to run this thing back. But here's the thing: there may not be a run back. So that's kind of what my thing was with the Royals was, can you look ahead to CBA? Do you believe you're going to play baseball next year, or do you believe now, what I think their thought process is for the Royals, this is what I've heard from a lot of people I've been talking to, is they think it's going to be a short season next year. So if you got Waka and Lugo in a short season, you might be able to compete on that and get Reagans, but you might be able to compete on a short season.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thought process. If they play a short season, we got the guys who can win in a short season on the mound, which I don't discount that at all. If that's their thought process, or they just didn't get offers for players, they can get return, which is probably number one. They probably looked out there and said, we're not giving Lugo and Waka away because their contracts, while they're big, they're not exorbitant, So that's probably what it was. It's kind of a combination of both. We might be able to run this back on a short season, and we just didn't get the return we thought we would be able to get out of them, so we're going to take them off the market. Now, Schreiber, I don't know why Schreiber's not gone. That's an expiring contract. I have no idea why Schreiber wasn't moved, other than the fact that nobody wanted him.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the trade deadline, it's the teams that are vying for the playoffs, and they're looking for impact pitchers. They're not looking for home run gopher ball throwers.
Exactly. That's
what
I
I
was
mean?
thinking too. That's why Strom. Somebody said yesterday on one of these social media, well, why wouldn't Strom trade it? Because nobody wants him.
Yes.
We don't even want him. That's the whole thing.
They want guys in the bullpen. These are successful teams basically trading for pitching.
Yeah, we're not trading our garbage to them. They don't want that.
No.
I mean, they're not having good seasons. Now, Schreiber's had he's had a pretty decent season, but
off
still,
off
and on. But the Dodgers, all these big contending teams, they don't want off and on. They want guys who can come in and get the job done. They're trying to win world championships. So that's all these people just complain. Why did we trade these guys? Because nobody wants them. That's why. Otherwise, we'd have traded them for cash considerations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would have happened. Trust me, if there was an offer for Schreiber or Strom, the Royals would have taken that offer.
For a box of baseballs.
They would have.
Yeah, something like that.
There wasn't one because nobody wants them. So that's just kind of the way it is in baseball. And same way, Starling Marte. Somebody said on there, look, nobody takes Starling Marte. Well, maybe because 38-year-old outfielder who hasn't played hardly at all this year and can't hit. I mean, he's done. He's going to retire after this year. That's why nobody took him. We're not getting anybody. You think somebody's going to give us a prospect for him? No. I mean, nobody's going to give us prospects for any of those people.
They're trying to improve their club.
Exactly.
Not stay pat.
They're not taking our baggage.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, Starling Marte was hitting, 330 with, 10 home runs and 50 RBIs. Somebody to take him. But no, that ain't happened. All right, let's take our first break of the show. We got to talk about more Cardinals. Burley had a game last night.
Oh,
I
my.
think another one just left the yard at Yankee Stadium. My goodness gracious.
Apparently, people like to hit at Yankee Stadium, especially if you're a left-handed hitter.
One, he dropped down like on a knee and golfed it out of there. I was like, wow, I think it's his third one.
They get used to playing in that, a Busch Stadium where it's tough to get one out.
You got to stroke it there,
Yes.
right?
Yankee Stadium, it's like playing in Branson, the ballparks of America. It's like, man, oh, man.
The other Busch down
Yes.
there. Well, we'll talk more about Burley's big night last night. We got our poll question of the day. It's Bear Tracker Day 32. We got that going.
Show me the money.
Oh, we got some Show Me the Money today. Coming up next on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Gail?
When I retired, I just let all my taxes pile up. I had gotten many threatening letters. The one that said they were going to try and take my property was probably the scariest. When I found out that I owed close to $300,000, I was in total shock. It was a bad situation. I didn't know what to do.
Then Gail found tax relief advocates.
When TRA told me I was only going to owe $368, I just was in total disbelief.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Gail did and call TRA for a consultation.
I was so blessed with TRA.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-544-7357. 800-544-7357. That's 800-544-7357.
The biggest impact I get to make is seeing kids graduate.
I find it the most meaningful to be able to work with kids and see the smiles on their faces when they figure out how to read.
I felt really strongly that my faith was calling me to be a person who serves others.
The only way that things are going to get better is if we all try to lend a hand.
Volunteer in your community. Visit showmeservice.org. Sponsored by the Missouri Community Service Commission and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
Make something delicious with Highland cream cheese. Start the morning with strawberry cream cheese danishes. Dress up your favorite waffles with a rich cream cheese drizzle. Or make your afternoon iced coffee even better with a decadent cream cheese whipped topping. However you enjoy it, Highland cream cheese brings rich, creamy flavor to every recipe. Find a little inspiration and plenty of delicious recipes at HighlandDairy.com. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
Never a stupid question on our poll question of the day on ESPN The Jock. The poll question of the day on X, as I type in, or Tom likes to type a lot of letters, Twitter.
Really, I type in TW and memory, remembers it and it goes right to it. So that's all I really have to type.
Yeah, there you go. It's already in there, ready to roll.
Absolutely. So on X or Twitter, if you go to the 96.9 The Jock handle, here's the question today. Which Cardinals individual game stands out the most in your lifetime? So last night, Burley gets, they play in Gotham City. They're in New York and Yankee Stadium. 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. He goes 3 for 5 against the Yankees.
Yankees.
And the Cardinals win 13-7, slow pitch softball score last night in New York. So which Cardinal individual performance stands out most in your lifetime? Was it Burley's game last night in New York? Pretty big deal playing at Yankee Stadium. Was it the Mark McGwire home run chase back in the day? Saved baseball, they said. They say. Pujols' 3 home run playoff game, or was there another one?
Pujols. That was amazing. So I remember a few Cardinals highlights. One was Pujols, three home run playoff game. That was awesome. The other one is individual games. Mark Whitten hitting 4. I remember that. That was crazy.
Hitting Whitten,
man. Hitting 4 out in the same game. And what didn't he hit 1 out or 2 in 1 inning, right? Didn't he do that, I think? Or I can't remember if he did that. Fernando Tatis, did 2 grand slams in 1 inning?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now that's pretty impressive. 2 grand slams in 1 inning. That's dumb.
That's
doesn't
crazy.
happen. So those are the big ones I remember. But yeah, as far as Pujols, again, we talked about this before. There are certain players, Tom, you know this growing up, certain players that you will stop everything when that guy's up, right? Certain players.
Albert was one of those.
Man, I tell you what, when he came up, I don't care where he's playing, who he's playing. He could be playing the Padres on a Thursday night in San Diego, and he walks in the batter's box. I'm stopping what I'm doing going, I got to watch this because he was amazing.
He was. He had a unique batting style, didn't
Yeah.
he? I mean, kind of a stiff.
But he had the good triangle.
Yep.
I mean, he had the triangle, and he generated everything from the hips. And I'm telling you, you look at him, how big he is. He could have hit a lot of home runs just with his arms, not very much hips, but he generated everything from the hips. And I'm telling you, it's kind of like Caglione now. When he hits a ground ball to second, that ball's scorching. Can you imagine if you're taking ground balls at second and Caglione smokes one over there at 115, and that ball's moving. Good night. And you're like, oh, hey, it's in my glove. Thank goodness. I didn't lose an eyeball on that or something.
Right.
Oh.
So big performance last night for the Cards after losing 2 out of 3 in Toronto.
Yes.
They beat the Yankees last night 13-7. Nathan Church, 2 for 3, 4 RBIs and a home run. Crooks, home run, couple RBIs. He goes 1 for 4 as the Cardinals enjoyed their short right field fence for a series.
Burley smoking balls. I said before the break, the last one he hit looked like a golf shot to the second deck. I mean, he goes down and gets it, and it looks like he hit a golf ball and lays it up on the green into the second deck.
Yeah.
He smoked that ball.
Now, if the trade deadline was today,
yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, the Yankees would be making calls like, "Hey, that guy that played against us last night, he could just walk over. Yeah, just walk across the field. Well, he got a uniform that fits. Boy, he would love to hit there every game, wouldn't he?
I would tell you this though, it would be like the Yankees to go for him, knowing they got like Ben Rice, Paul Goldschmidt. What's the guy they got? They just got Garcia,
Judge.
All these guys could play first base. Also, there's no room, no DH spots. They're figuring out where they're going to play Garcia. And I mean, we're going to put him at second base, move Jazz Chisholm to third, and it's like his WAR at second base is like the worst in the would be the worst in the American League. He'd be the worst second baseman in the American League. But where do you play him? You got to play him there. It's almost like when you grew up and you're on that team, you got that kid that, oh, we're going to play him right field, somewhere where they don't hit. Of course, in the ball always finds the kid wherever he's at. You know what I'm saying? You move him to left field, you move him to second base, move him to third, doesn't matter. The ball finds the kid. And what would you do there? Garcia's got to play second base. Ben Rice can't play there. Obviously, Goldschmidt can't play second base. So where are you going to put him? You got to put him at second base. And there's only one DH. It's not like summer ball where you can hit like our lineup. You only got one DH. So you got to figure that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what if they need to DH for one of their outfielders or something when Judge comes back or something? They've got a log jam. Garcia better start getting an outfielder's glove. He better start figuring out how to play somewhere else. Well, Ben Rice, I know they're going to trot out in the outfield. But Yankees, they just grab players. They don't, we got 38 first basemen. That's okay. Someone can go play the outfield.
You could say the same for the Dodgers, who must have 25 major league pitchers on their roster right now.
They have a full roster of major league pitchers. Did you see their injured list?
Yes.
It's stupid.
It's an all-star team.
Yeah.
Guys sitting out. And, we'll take Bubich. We'll take, all these guys.
We're just going to grab
everybody. What are you going to do with him? With this lineup,
They're literally grabbing everybody they possibly can, hoping the mud sticks on the wall. That's what they're hoping
Goodness gracious.
But the thing is, though, they're good. And the guys, did you hear about this story, Tom? Maybe you have it. That the Tigers actually initiated that trade call. It was the Tigers who called the Dodgers, said, let's get this deal done on Saturday. And I'm like, that's weird. Because wouldn't you, if you had the prize piece, wouldn't you be the one sitting back?
Yeah.
Bring the offers to me. Wouldn't that be what you do, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
But the Tigers reached out to the Dodgers, and I think the reason being is the Rays were in place for that, Scooble, and the Brewers. But word has it that the Tigers didn't want any of those prospects or something like that. So they reached out to the Dodgers. They want specific people. They reached out to the Dodgers and said, we want this guy, and this guy. And that's who they traded. Well, usually you just grab a bunch of prospects. Here you go.
Yeah.
No, they said, we want this guy, and this guy. The Tigers did. And I'm like, wow.
Interesting.
Talking about that's pretty cool to be able to do that.
So impact players that left yesterday or the end of the trade deadline. Luis Arraez to the Phillies. He's 3-time batting champ.
Huge. Now Bryce Harper's got to go play outfield. Bryce Harper, because Arraez can play first base as well. So so there goes Harper.
DH first, yeah.
Yep.
And he can do that. I know Harper's getting a little older, but
he can play outfield.
He's pretty good athlete.
He can play right for sure.
Yep.
Got a cannon.
Adley Rutschman to Boston.
That is a shocker. It's only a shocker if you know Adley Rutschman, where he came. He was number 1 overall draft pick in 2019. One pick, number 1 overall, ahead of Bobby Witt Jr. To the point where, we've heard Ned Yost, he talked about on the show. Well, I don't know if you talked about on this show or you talked about with me. I can't remember, but he said in that draft, 2019 draft, it was either going to be Adley Rutschman or Bobby Witt Jr. The Orioles were going to take one. We would take the other with the number 2 pick. We didn't really care, but behind the scenes, the Royals really wanted Bobby Witt Jr. They're really praying that Baltimore would take Adley Rutschman, and that's what happened. Now, he is now moving on. He's under player control to the end of 2027 because he has not signed one of those extensions like Bobby did. So he's under player control till next year, and end of next year, he's on his way to Boston.
Yeah, he was. I stand corrected. I told you off the air that he played summer ball in Wisconsin. He's the Oregon State guy who played against the Bears here a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They came in and played at the time Hammons Field, now Route 66 Stadium. So that's where I saw him and got to do a game.
There was another Wisconsin dude that got drafted. That
yes, Rortvet or whatever. The catcher, he went back to the Dodgers as a catcher. He was on their championship team last year. But so I got him.
That's fine.
But had a chance to see him play as well.
Yeah.
For Oregon State. Yeah.
One of those great Oregon State teams.
Really good. Swept the Bears.
Yeah. College World Series teams.
Yep.
But anyway, Adley Rutschman gets traded to that's an interdivisional trade there. But I heard somebody say, if it's not Boston or New York, everybody else, it just doesn't matter. It's not interdivision there. So he goes to Boston. Everybody's kind of piping up Boston. Now, remember, Boston was in last place, worst team in baseball, end of April, by the way, and in mid-May, worst team in baseball in the East. And all of a sudden, they're pushing for playoffs, and some people say they could win the World Series. Isn't that crazy?
Cubs got a couple of pitchers yesterday. Kevin Gossman, who was in Toronto, beat the Cardinals Saturday, and then Clay Holmes, another one going to the Cubs.
Those are 2 good pickups for the Cubs. Cubs reinforced. The Brewers reinforced with the Dustin May, J.J. Romero pickups. Those are 2 good pickups for the Brewers. Brewers got stronger.
Yes.
Brewers got stronger. Cubs got stronger. Who was the other one I was thinking of that got stronger National League? Pirates got Luke
did,
Weaver.
Yes. Yeah.
They think they can get in the playoffs. Pirates are making a move.
They're right there, and the Cardinals were only 4 games out of the.
Yeah, I think the Pirates are like, we might be able to sneak in. And here's another thing we also don't realize, because we don't look at everybody's schedules, Tom. They're looking out. They're going, who do we got the rest of the way?
Right.
And they're going, we could win. We could get in if right things fall. You know, we have the right series ahead here. We could get in. So a lot of teams look at that, and then some teams will look and go, whoa, we haven't gone through our gauntlet yet. That's why I think that's why Detroit bugged out. They're looking ahead going, we got to jump 10 teams, basically, and we have to go through a gauntlet.
Right.
And so I think they have to play New York. No, they still have to play a bunch of teams that like, oh my gosh, this will be a struggle. So they're like, we're out, tap out. You kind of look ahead too. We can go all in, but we got to beat a few people to get in.
Right.
So it's a good trade deadline. The flurry yesterday was pretty cool. You know, if you got the MLB app, if you got that ding, 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 in that last hour, you're constantly getting dinged. I mean, it was good though.
Plus, there were some that were done right before the trade deadline that weren't announced until just after.
Yeah, Casey Mize.
Yes.
Yeah, Casey Mize.
Newt was one of those. I mean, right seconds, minutes before.
They got that in. Like, I heard they got in like 3 minutes before the deadline.
Yeah.
And then Casey Mize as well. Detroit. Where's Casey going again? I can't remember where he's going. Casey Mize is going somewhere from Detroit. So basically, Detroit full on rebuild pitcher mode. They threw up the white flag.
Mets did as well.
Mets. But they'll just go out and buy a bunch of players. Well, maybe they won't. Have you heard this, Tom? I know we got to take a break here before long, but have you heard this? That the sentiment now is that the owners have the upper hand in this whole salary cap thing going forward. I mean, before it's kind of 50-50 and kind of fluctuating. Now the sentiment around the country. Have you seen these ads that the owners are running on TV, especially on MLB broadcasts? Have you seen these ads? Basically, it's about having a salary cap, making everything equal. They're running ads on the MLB network. They're running ads on, like, in the middle of the Royals game. It's probably in the middle of the Cardinals games too. They're running these ads for the owners. Are running these ads saying, "Hey, wouldn't we all want to be all equal and have an equal shot at a championship and blah, blah, blah."
That's a little deceptive because until they let us know how much they're actually making.
Correct.
I know the salaries sound like they're a lot,
gosh, yeah.
but release your profits, release, the money that you're making so we know what's going on. Is it really even, as the owners say it is? I don't think so, because we don't know.
We don't.
What these guys are making. I think they're making major bucks.
I think they're making bank.
Yes.
And because I think what's happening is that's what the players are going to say. Start showing your books and those type of things. Because remember the last CBA they had, they're crying how they're so poor. The owners were. Oh my gosh, we can't even pay these salaries. They're so high. And then guess what happens? They re-up their CBA and now they're paying even more. So I don't know. We'll have to see how that's going to turn out. But the publicity is coming, and I would not be surprised if there might be rumors of a strike before the playoffs.
And guess what, folks? That was not even Show Me the Money.
Oh, no. Show Me the Money is so much better.
I mean, this was, sure, we were talking money.
Show some money. That was show some money, not Show Me the Money.
We've got Show Me the Money.
All right. We can do that. We'll do that next. How about that? Next?
Yeah.
Show Me the Money next on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Sports.
Want to hear ESPN The Jock without lifting a finger? Just say play ESPN on Jock on TuneIn to your smart speaker and take the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, local sports, and your favorite shows anywhere in the house. ESPN The Jock, always on, always entertaining.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books, The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 8, assuming the decision maker is the only person you need to reach. For most households, decisions aren't made in a vacuum. If you want to win the decision maker, you must also win the influencers if you want to create a powerful brand. When you start to devalue the opinions and thoughts of those who influence, you'll eventually evolve into a direct response marketer with no hope of long-term branding success. And if the category of your product or service doesn't lend itself to direct response ads, your marketing efforts will suffer in the end. The 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 8, assuming the decision maker is the only person you need to reach. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it, just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Did that last hailstorm sideline your ride? Don't let hail win. Put Frontline Auto Hail on your team. They're the only shop where you pay zero deductible, and they'll handle your insurance claim from start to finish with all insurance carriers. Worried about your rates? Hail claims typically don't increase your insurance premiums. While other shops keep you on the bench, Frontline gets repairs started immediately, helping you get back on the road faster. Schedule your free inspection today at frontlineautohail.com. That's frontlineautohail.com.
Summer road trip season is here. Before you hit the highway, visit CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any shocks and struts replacement. New shocks and struts can help improve ride quality and handling for all the summer miles ahead. And don't forget the heat. Save 25% on a complete AC system check and service during CNC Automotive's Summer Special. That's a free oil change with shocks and struts replacement, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
The live stream on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock is brought to you by Highland Dairy. Fresh milk, great taste, and local pride supporting the show you love. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Highland Dairy, real good.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Follow the dollars, the deals, and the drama. Contracts, TV money, NIL, and the business behind the games we love. This is Show Me the Money.
Show me the money!
On the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. It's Show Me the Money, and we've got some Show Me the Money today, and we've talked about this a little bit, probably about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. We talked about how the Big 12 entered into a deal with Monster Energy, a sponsorship, which will involve logos on courts and jersey patches and all that kind of stuff. Well, jersey patches are the new thing. You remember how long it took to get jersey patches in the NBA or MLB? Remember that? It's like, oh my gosh, we're going to put a company on these jerseys, and everybody's like, oh, don't disrespect the jersey. Well, soon coming to a university near you will be NASCAR-styled sponsorship jerseys, because that's just the way we're going.
Huh? Yep,
that's just the way we're going. You think the one little patch in the NBA is going to stay? No, there'll be two patches. There'll be one on the backside. There'll be somewhere. Because if you look at these European clubs, they got advertisements on all over their uniforms. One time I got I think it was a Manchester United jersey. You got the Chevy logo in the middle back when they're sponsored by Chevy, which is pretty cool looking, by the way. They got a logo on the sleeve. They got a logo on the other sleeve, logo on the back. They got logos everywhere, man. So that is coming. So I want to talk a little bit about this and how it affects us. Missouri State could have a logo patch here before long. I know there are negotiations with that. I don't think it's been finalized yet, but there's.
Oh, do you know something? Are you?
Let's just say that I think there's going to be a Missouri State logo patch. I think you have to. I think if you're Missouri State, you got to have a logo patch. You got to be able to raise dollars. So these are some of the big ones out there right now, and these are some huge ones. I'm moving my camera there. Sorry about that. I couldn't see. Notre Dame, for example, has SoFi. Well, SoFi is a large international bank, basically based out of Japan. SoFi, you've probably seen them advertise all the time. Notre Dame has that for their patch. We talked about Illinois and Busey Bank out of Illinois. It's a big bank in Illinois. You talk about Ohio State just did a deal with, we heard this one last week, 5 years, $30 million or something like that with Chase Bank.
Mhm.
That's huge. The Jayhawks have XRP. That is basically a blockchain crypto sponsor on their jerseys this coming year. Here's another one. Oklahoma State has the Osage Casino. The Osage tribe is their sponsor.
Ooh.
A lot of money there. You got, let's see if I can read this one. I gotta put my glasses on here. Army. The Army. West Point has
Howitzers.
USAA, the military insurance company is going to be their sponsor.
Sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Sure.
sense. Also, USAA also did the deal with the Air Force Academy and the Naval Academy. So they just kind of did all of them, which makes total sense if you think about it. That's good. The Memphis Tigers, University of Memphis. Who would you think University of Memphis? What's in Memphis?
Well, they got Elvis, something like that.
Elvis is not going to be on their path.
Oh, FedEx.
FedEx is going to be their sponsor.
Yep.
So you look at all these deals that are out there. Some are big, some are small. New Mexico State in our league, they've got. Let's see. I can't read it. It's so small. Inn of the Mountain Gods Resort and Casino.
Oh,
that was really small type. New Mexico State. So when New Mexico State, the Aggies come down, they're going to have the Inn of the Mountain Gods Resort and Casino patch on theirs. So I mean, it's just South Florida has Tampa General Hospital. Just people are going to be looking for. Oh, Arkansas. Who do you think Arkansas is?
Tyson.
That's it. Tyson.
JB Hunt.
Yeah, it's Tyson. Tyson Foods is going to be there.
Walmart.
There will not be
Football
Walmart.
coach wants Walmart.
He does. He's already said he wants Walmart. Wisconsin. Do you know who Wisconsin will be?
Cheese.
Close. Cheese Curds, which is Culver's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Culver's will be on there. And then let's see, Marshall, the Thundering Herd. When they come to town, they will have the Marshall Health Network. Because I guess they have a medical school there. The Marshall Health Network will be on theirs. I think that's about it. Oh, North Dakota State, they've got a patch. That'd be Gate City Bank. You would never guess that one. Gate City Bank.
Nope.
They're going to be on there. Gate City. Wow. And so there's just different ones. They're going to be.
So are you going to speculate on who Missouri State's dealing with? You want to throw out a poll question, or is it somebody we would think, or I mean, do you know, or are you just guessing?
Oh, I'm speculating. Totally, 100% speculating.
No, I know they're
in negotiations with somebody. I know
Learfield's tasked to try and go out and get somebody.
Yes,
for some lucrative deal.
I know that Learfield right now is working on that. I can almost guarantee they're working on that. So, well, I mean, who? Okay, fine. Who would you think in Springfield would go?
Well, there's the obvious, Bass Pro, Wonders of Wildlife, whatever.
Yeah.
You got O'Reilly, obviously. Mm-hmm. The two big ones in town, but there are some other
Andy's
companies.
Frozen Custard.
Another one, yeah.
I mean,
home office here, yeah. Just made a deal with the city, on some tax relief
for a huge new headquarters.
Yes,
keeps them in Springfield. People are all upset about that. It's our company. It's us. Stop. We don't want them. They were, Overland Park and Leawood were wooing them to go to Kansas City. They don't even deserve an Andy's in Kansas City. Why are we arguing over that? That's so. Why do people?
You
like
got
that?
barbecue. Why do you want frozen custard too?
I just don't understand.
Come on.
Hey, take our jobs and go somewhere. Whoa, we got to pay more. You want to pay taxes? No, they have to pay taxes. The people who live here, that work here, have to pay taxes. We don't want those tax-paying jobs to go to Kansas City. I mean, or to Kansas, even.
Yeah.
On the Kansas. It won't be on the Missouri side. It'll be on the Kansas side. That's another thing. It'll be on the Kansas side. It won't even be on the Missouri side. Stop. People just need to stop, man. We have good companies here. We want to keep our companies here. That's how we grow as a community.
Right.
Gosh, people.
Well, Great Southern Bank's here. That's, they got the arena.
Great Southern Bank. That could be another one.
Yep.
That's very possible. And you got all the other banks around town too. But I think that would be the sticky wicket.
Mm-hmm.
With Great Southern Bank, if you had another bank on your patch, I don't know. Well, maybe.
One of the hospitals, possibly.
OMB sponsored the sneaker soiree the other day.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's lots of banks, lots of local, and these banks locally are local people. So yeah, it could be.
I take great pride in letting you know when I was here back in the day, Mark Harrington, who owns OMB Bank,
yes,
good friend of mine, and my late good friend John Pittman, we used to go to lunch together all the time.
Yeah.
I probably got Mark into the Bears. I was doing some sales here while I was on the air and got him in on Bears radio.
Oh,
That was
nice.
his first foray into Bears.
Really?
Back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, whatever it was. But it got him in. That was the first time he had gotten in with the Bears, and it's just that relationship has grown big time.
Oh, it has. Yeah. Good
So-
bank. Good. We got a lot of good local bank owners, people. We got a lot of those in Springfield.
There's only a couple things I can really claim to my fame. I don't have any fame, but that being a little one, the basketball court out at Route 66 Stadium, that was me when I was with the Cardinals.
Nice. You put that in, huh?
Well,
You recommended it.
I worked with a company that got that in.
Oh, the sport course thing? Yeah.
Stacy out at Carnahan White.
Oh, yeah. Stacey.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's been there ever since. And I'm
Yeah.
like, every time I walk by there, I'm like, I did that.
They love that
yeah.
out there. Those kids play out there all the time.
Yes.
Rec goes out there. They play. Growing up, played all the time.
Absolutely. So proud of that. I've got one on Show Me the Money here.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yep.
UFC Freedom 250 was a financial loss, but a business win.
Oh,
Rob, remember that at the White House?
Yeah.
Boy, a lot of controversy with that. The event cost the promotion. White House event cost $30 million, but helped drive record merchandise sales, sponsorship gains, and nearly $1 billion in earned media value.
That's huge.
So it lost money. That event lost money, but there's other ways to look at it.
It made money. Yes. I mean, when you say individual events, a lot of times lose money. Some of them are designed to lose money, but the gain, like you said, on the other side of it, long term. So hey, we talk about it. We just talked about it again. Every time you talk about it, it makes some money. Because it'll be out there on the web. It'll be out there somewhere. Yeah, that's good. I got one more.
Good.
LeBron James.
Who?
LeBron James. Number 23 Sixers jersey set a record for the most jersey sales in the first 48 hours after a player moved in history. His jersey sales surpassed the mark set previously by Shohei Ohtani's move to the Dodgers in 2023. In fact, all the Fanatics' initial inventory of adult Sixers jerseys sold out within 2 hours of the announcement. And they didn't have like 10 jerseys in the back closet. They probably had thousands of jerseys ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Thousands. And sold out within all adult sizes, sold out in 2 hours. The Phila 23 with James on the back, sold out. Fastest sellout record in history of any jersey move. That's crazy.
That's amazing.
But it's not surprising. I mean, I don't know, man. I think Philadelphia's going to be good. I think they're going to be really good.
You think they are?
Oh, yeah. I think Philadelphia and the Knicks, can you imagine that classic just back? You're forgetting Boston, too. I mean, that whole East, that's the Atlantic alone. That's going to be the best division. It's going to be like the division in baseball, the American League East.
I'm just wondering, though, I mean, how long can LeBron keep going at that level? He's 20-point scorer. Can he continue that, at his age?
Well, in this team, he won't have to carry this team. This team has a lot of scores.
We say that, but just about every team he's played on,
True.
guys have gotten injured and
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he's the problem. Everybody's getting hurt around him. Oh, my gosh. It ends up being the LeBron show, taking on the Knicks in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Ooh, I don't know. That's going to be fun to watch, though. I mean, I'm not a big NBA guy, but I'll watch that. I'll watch the Knicks play Philadelphia on Christmas Day. It'll probably be a Christmas Day game.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Against the Lakers, probably.
Oh,
right?
that'd be
Would
great,
that be?
too. Yeah. Luka. Yeah, that'd be good. I mean,
His
I don't
whole
know.
team.
I tell you, the NBA is definitely, I won't say transitioning to the East, but the dominance of the West is changing. The East teams, with Giannis going to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another Atlantic team. Good night. They're That's a stacked division if you think about it. Wow. There's 4 teams in there. It could do some damage. So it's going to be fun to watch that part of it. These guys changing jerseys and such.
Hey, coming up after the top of the hour, Liam Keating from the News Leader.
In studio.
He is here. We're going to visit with him.
Looks a little groggy. Got his coffee over there.
He's got it's a double. It's a double espresso.
Definitely a double.
Yep.
You probably have to go down the break room, get some more here before we start.
We'll talk more baseball at 8:20 with Mike Reeves.
Yes.
We have our Bears tracker coming up, day 32. We'll talk with Liam about that because he'll be tomorrow at the Bears Media Day.
We will too. Are you going to be there?
Yeah.
I'm
We'll be
going.
there. Well, that's if they let me out. I'm
you're
pretty closely guarded here.
You
so.
are. You might have to ask somebody for some help to get
Yes.
out. I'll go.
Yep.
10:15. Come to the Northwest entrance. I'll be official media member. Hey, I need my media pass. I need to get that.
Absolutely.
All right. Cool.
So that's coming up after the top of the hour. It is the opening drive, which, by the way, you'll hear after the show today as well on the new Golix.
Oh, yeah. The opening drive continues with the Golix at 9 o'clock.
Their top stories features called the opening drive. They stole it from us. We're going after them.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Tuesday. It's a mild start to the day. We'll find a warm afternoon. Low 90s today. About 92 in Springfield. Mostly sunny skies, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. The light southeast breeze. Low 70s and clear skies overnight tonight, going into Wednesday morning. A warm day Wednesday in the middle 90s. Partly cloudy and a chance of rain tomorrow night. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
For America's 250th anniversary, Highland Dairy is honoring the values that built this country: service, sacrifice, and community. We're proud to partner with Folds of Honor to commit a $250,000 donation to help provide life-changing academic scholarships to families of America's fallen or disabled military and first responders. It's Highland's way of giving back to those who have given so much. Learn more at highlanddairy.com. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Your red, white, and ride code this hour is Lake. Enter now at 969thejock.com or on the Jock app. This is KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield.
Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
Sponsored by Highland Dairy, the St. Louis Cardinals wheeling and dealing. In the hours before Monday's trading deadline, the Cardinals trading starting pitcher Dustin May and reliever Jojo Romero to the Milwaukee Brewers for a pair of outfield prospects, Alexander Frias and Josiah Ragsdale. The Cardinals also shipping outfielder Lars Nootbaar to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They pick up minor league prospects Daniel Egan and Sandro Santana, as well as a player to be named later. The Cardinals, moments after making all of those deals, outslugged the New York Yankees 13-7 at Yankee Stadium in New York. Alec Burleson of the Cards hitting 3 home runs in that game. That series continues tonight at 6:05 in New York. Cardinals sending Hunter Dobbins to the mound. The Royals at home tonight to take on the Minnesota Twins. I'm Don Luzader on the Jock.
The Sports Center update is brought to you by ABC Roofing. Keeping it simple. abcroofing.net.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Tuesday. It's a mild start to the day. We'll find a warm afternoon. Low 90s today. 92 in Springfield. Mostly sunny skies becoming partly cloudy later in the day with a light southeast breeze. Low 70s and clear skies overnight tonight going into Wednesday morning. A warm day Wednesday in the middle 90s. Partly cloudy and a chance of rain tomorrow night. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to
That's
join us on
me.
The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app. We're getting you ready for the 26th Missouri State Bears football season with our daily Bear Tracker. Find out what Casey Woods thinks, who the new players are, and what the schedule presents.
All right. Day 32 on the Bear Tracker when we head on down to College Station, Texas to take on the Texas A&M Aggies and kick their tail and take their money. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be fun.
Absolutely. We're going to find out more tomorrow. We get first day of practice. We're going to be there along with our first guest of this hour, who's the new writer for the Springfield News Leader, Liam Keating. We had him on, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
You guys thought I did such a good job. You wanted me here and in person.
Yeah. Come in person. That would be great.
Yeah. Can't believe I made my alarm. I'll be honest. Like I was telling you guys, those sports writers, we got into the job because we're like working at night, not in the morning.
Oh, my gosh. We were kind of questioning that a little bit. We're like, is he really going to come in this morning? I mean, I go, Tom, he's coming in? Yeah, he goes, yeah, he's coming in. I'm like, oh, okay. This will be interesting.
Well, and Rob and I are the same way. We're both night guys. He's a baseball coach and organization owner, and I kind of like to stay up late too, but this job has turned that a little bit. Got to go to bed early, man, and get up this early every morning.
I'm like, every day, I'm like, that alarm goes off in the morning. I'm like, time to make the donuts. You know, that's pretty much how I feel every day.
You guys are heroes. We'll just put it that way.
I wouldn't want to go that far.
No.
There's people out there doing much more life-saving stuff than us in the morning,
really?
that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
We're keeping those guys awake, though. That's.
What do you think of Springfield so far?
I love it. It was such a surprise when I came probably in early June to check the place out. Was thinking about taking the job, and my wife and I, who were living in Topeka, wanted to drive down here and just see what was happening. And the nice thing about Topeka is that it's the state capital, but a lot of entertainment and things like that. You go to Kansas City, you go to Lawrence. Lawrence is only 20 minutes away where KU is, and Kansas City's only an hour, 45 minutes. So there's like some of the best restaurants and things in the Midwest there. So take the trip. So it seems like Topeka lacks some identity sometimes, which is what it is. It's a growing city. But when we came down here, Springfield's like, I don't want to say on an island, but there's no Kansas City within 45-minute drive. And so it has to create your own culture.
Right.
And when we came downtown, it was a really fun culture to be a part of. We went on a Friday night to some restaurants and cocktail bars and stuff like that, and it was alive in the middle of June. And I could only imagine what it's like when students are in town. And so that really excited us to be in a place that was thriving, that had its own culture and people were passionate about. And I've only felt that way since I've got the job. A lot of just random people have received my phone number who have called me up and welcoming me to the town. I've never received that in my professional life so far. So in those moments, it's been almost a perfect start so far.
Well, the downtown was even busier when the students actually went. You know, I think they kind of hang around, they don't go out as much as they used to. The students, that was a thriving downtown area. And I think it still
is. To an extent. Yeah.
To an extent. But
Yeah.
I just don't think the students are as active with that as they used to be.
There's other places too, not just downtown. You got the Pickwick area over there, just east of campus, Pickwick. There's Ty and Timbers over there. They got the new pizza place over there.
Right.
So a lot of people gravitate that way too. That's within walking distance of campus too. Nice neighborhood. So I expect I think it kind of gravitates around a little bit depending on where people want to go.
Sure.
I'm an NAIA guy though, where I went to college and then covered D2. It's like a Division I school with 20,000 kids. It's like, it's just like its own little town, its own city. And that's really exciting for me anyways.
Well, you've got Drury and you got Evangel in this town too.
Exactly.
So you got a lot of just different avenues there.
You will see the traffic pick up here in a couple of weeks, big time. Right now it's okay, but when the kids, especially that first month, everybody goes to class that first month, and then they kind of drop off and they start doing it online, and it's not as bad a month later. But you will, once the kids get to school and all the activity and the parties and everything going on, you'll see a very busy area where, the university is. Very busy.
Can't wait. I love that. I thrive off that energy. I really love it.
Lots of barbecue smoke, so you smell that. Just go outside, sit on your deck, and take it in.
Yep.
Barbecue.
Wafted it in.
Yep.
Yeah, you mentioned you came from Topeka. I lived in Topeka. I was this SID at Washburn for a couple of years way back in the day. And
don't hold that against him.
Yeah,
absolutely not. What a great athletic department.
Well,
honestly.
all I can say is Mark Stillwell called me in the middle of football season. It was like the week 3 or 4. I can't remember. It was week 3 or 4 of football season. Called me and offered me a job to come back down here. I was an intern here back in the day. Would you like to come back down here and be the associate SID? And I actually turned him down initially. And I'm like, I went home and told my wife, Stilly called today and asked me to come down and be the associate. He goes, you didn't think to call me and ask me if that was a good move? And I go, oh, should I call him back? And she goes, yes, you should call him back. That's where you always want to be, is Springfield. I'm like, oh, okay. So I call him back, and the rest is history. Came down here, but yeah, I love it in Springfield. Came down as an intern in the 90s and came back to work here full time and never left. I had opportunities to leave many times through sports information or other places and business and professional work. But it's a great town. It's a great place to be.
Always listen to your wife. So
first notion, always listen to your wife.
Yes.
That's it.
Or run the decision of a life change by her first. That might be good too.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes. Yes.
My wife is very happy right now, so that makes me
good.
happy.
Good. Well, where's she from? She's
from an hour south of Des Moines, small town. So we met at Benedictine in college. So,
okay.
I told her, senior year of college, like, I want to be a sports writer. Your life is going to be running around this country, who knows where. And she's like, all right, let's do it.
That's awesome.
So when this job was opened, it was I didn't have to wrestle her away. It was like, yeah, this is the job my husband has. So we're gonna move. So
what is she gonna do then? Does she work?
She's looking for marketing jobs right now.
Oh, good.
So if anyone on the air is any marketing positions open, let me know.
Talk to Heath across the hallway.
Oh, you guys
we just bought another company in town. So
need all the good publicity possible.
Yeah.
She can give it to you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's interesting. Benedictine, great school up in Atchison. Love their campus. I love playing baseball up there. They have one of the most gorgeous baseball fields in the world. But great school. Coming here, you got Evangel. They used to be in the same league together. So, what are your coverage thoughts on Evangel and Drury and you got everything. So you kind of got to parse it out, don't you?
Definitely. I got a lot going on. The nice thing is that I know how the playoff system works in Division II. I know how the postseason works in the NAIA, and so when those teams start going far, that's probably when I'm going to jump in and start covering them. And that's not because I don't want to. That's simply because of time and resources, honestly. So we got Evangel soccer program always, up there. The football team's always very good. And so they start making a run and going for that red banner. Like, well, I'll be there and start covering it. And so helps that Drury doesn't have a football team.
Yeah.
Gonna be honest, that helps me out a lot. But the GLVC is a very good basketball conference.
Yes.
And Rockers and William Jewell have been very solid programs that they get to compete against. So when those start happening, conference tournament, which happens sometimes in the St. Louis area, I'll be able to, put some words out there for everyone. And I've already been in communication with their athletic departments and stuff like that. So they know I'm here and
Great.
ready to cover them. So
good.
So for people listening, and we'll see this on either Facebook or YouTube, how can you be reached? I know you're on social media, pretty active on that. So how can I find you, and how can you be reached?
Absolutely. I'm on X or Twitter, and my handle's at Liam Keating 7. Post a lot of my stories there. Dumb commentary. Guys, how the app works. I am 27 years old, but I feel so old when I get on TikTok, and I need to cultivate that. And I just started it a couple weeks ago. So that's Liam Keating _NL. So I'm going to be posting press conference videos from like Casey Woods or high school football games on there, and then doing, front facing videos as well over on TikTok as well. So just trying to get more comfortable on video, more comfortable on that medium, because a lot of readers like 35 years old and up are on X and Twitter, and people 28 years and younger are all on TikTok. You can see that with the high school athletes you cover. They no longer have Twitter accounts saying where they're going to college or where they're interacting. They're doing that on TikTok. So you got to go over there and see, hey, is this guy going to commit to Missouri State or not? That's probably happening on TikTok.
Yep.
So that's kind of my goal this summer, was to start that and get practice doing it. And so when the season comes around, late August, early September, I'll be posting a lot of content over there. So
that's awesome.
So you're going to be solo for a while, or will you have some stringers? Do you know what the coverage plans are?
Yeah, solo for me for writing for probably ever, I would assume.
Yeah.
Need all the help possible with photographers. That's the beauty in today's day and age. Every coach, every player knows that news organizations are spread pretty thin. And so, hey, coach couldn't make it to practice, couldn't make it to a game. You got 5 minutes to talk. Every single one of them is very willing to speak over the phone. And it's not the best, but, you can get the job done doing that. So at my last job in Topeka, I covered 10 high schools. And every Friday night, I was calling 2 or 3 or 4 high school coaches after games Friday night into 2 or 3 in the morning, just getting words and things like that. And I expect to do the same when high school football rolls around, in the fall. So as of right now, just me is going to be doing all the writing, but we're going to have a lot of freelance photographers help me out across the area.
So Liam, it's changed a little bit how you cover things. You're not doing the box score, the quote game story, hard news type stuff as much anymore. You like to do more features. Is that right? I mean, you're trying to tell the story just from a different perspective.
I do. I think I told you guys this maybe like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but like box score stories bore me.
Yeah.
Like I don't read those. I read really long features and interesting things. And I know that's not for everyone, but you can do a long feature in 500 to 600 words and get people very interested. So what I usually do on, let's just take high school football, for example, like I'll go to a game and write a nice 500-word feature story about the game, and then intertwine some color and maybe if I learn something new, that'll be in the story. Very little will be play-by-play. There'll be Joe Johnson threw 2 touchdowns. One of them was a fade route, something like that, but not time and date and things like that. And then later that night, I will do like a roundup, a weekly recap of, the 3 or 4 most important high school football games of the week.
Nice.
And those will be a little more straightforward. And then come Monday and Tuesday will be what I've learned on Friday and Saturday from sports will be feature stories.
Okay.
So
yeah,
if you like reading about inside the sport, inside the locker room, that'll be on Mondays and Tuesdays around that time, very often. So
that's cool.
So what is your feeling coming in here? Are you a little overwhelmed with not in here, but to Springfield?
I'm overwhelmed in here.
Yes, no, to Springfield with all the area high schools and how big the the paper reaches, the universities here. You got Missouri State, you've got Drury, you've got Evangel, you got Mission University out there, not too far away, C of O. I mean, do you feel a bit overwhelmed, or are you kind of relaxed? Just take it slow and do what you can right away.
How do I look? I am extremely overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah?
I am. It is. It's a behemoth. I mean, this newspaper used to have so many sports writers.
Oh, yeah.
For a reason. And to have just one guy is going to be tough. But every single head coach, I think I also told you guys this a couple weeks ago. I got every contact for every head coach in the area. Probably sent out like 50 plus texts to football coaches, and each one of them has responded very positively about just having a writer. And so if you are the lone head coach of a program, you're probably going to get spread thin, which is why assistants exist. I would just hope that, people extend that grace to me when, you miss something, and I'm not too familiar with the area yet, but it is a fun challenge because every year a new team could become good. In my old jobs, there were such few teams. You kind of knew who was going to be good each year. You knew who was going to not be good every year. With so many teams, like over 50 in our area, who knows? Team X could, run the table out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And there's a fun story that you never got to cover like 5-10 years ago. So that's like a huge, huge positive, is all the different people you could possibly meet throughout this area. So overwhelmed, yes, but also very excited.
And how much help has Wyatt been to you? He put a lot of effort, time and effort into what he did here, and obviously deserved to move on. But how much help has he been to you?
He's been huge, just by giving me some contact lists and research. And he's passed my phone number off to a lot of people that have reached out to me too. So he's been a lot, but I just like what he did is not necessarily what I'll do. And because we're two different writers, I will still give the same great coverage, the same amount of passion, the same amount of love that he did. But our writing style is going to be different. Our maybe some stories will be different as well. So I really appreciate his friendship. But just like with any sports writer, any new job, it's you're gonna have your own take, your own twists and turns.
I kind of look at this, Tom, kind of what we do on the morning as well. All the people, all the programs we could possibly cover on the show in 2 hours. And the list is just long. It's the same thing for the newsletter, same thing out there. There's so many. So don't feel disrespected if you don't get covered. It's just, there is so much, and we just have to kind of parse through it the best we possibly can to give you the overall scope of what's going on. Wouldn't you agree, Liam?
Yeah, it's almost a help me help you situation. Like, there's a lot of people I've met that just expect me to cover them, because that's what happened in years past, and deservedly so with so many writers. But I can't be on the pulse of everything. So just a quick email. Like, I received an email from a gentleman last night. Hey, you coming out with your players to watch story soon? I said, yeah, I'm working on the quarterbacks right now. So nice email just to be like, hey, are you doing this because we've liked this type of story? And it's like, yeah, I'm working it right now. And he was like, great, I can't wait to read it. So things like that, if they are worded nicely, always go a long way. But when they are rudely phrased, those will hit the trash can real quick.
So you were a runner in college. Do you continue that? Are you still trying to run a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I just ran yesterday in Phelps Grove, and it was fantastic. I'm planning on doing the half marathon in November 1st. I had a goal of running 3 half marathons this year. I ran 2 already in the spring, and another one, hopefully that one in November. And then next year I'll tackle a full marathon. So I still love it. I still love getting after it. And it's just really good competitive juices, and it blanks my mind for about 30 minutes to an hour every day, where I'm not thinking about this job or things like that. But I absolutely love it.
There are some great paths, running, biking. I'm a biker, so I love the paths in this area, but the parks department, city does a great job with that. You can go anywhere in the city and get on a nice long path and see nature at its best in this town.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for that. And the marathon, half marathon that I think Bass Pro puts on.
It's great.
Yeah, runs right in front of my house. So my wife likes that too. She can just step out her front door and just wave as I go by, rather than wake up at 5 a.m. and go see a start.
Good luck trying to race Jackie Stiles in that, because She kicks everybody.
Oh, is she a good athlete?
No.
Oh, still, she's 40.
I'll wave at both of you.
Yeah,
I won't be running.
No, you won't. But you're an athlete. I mean, black belt and all that.
I do stuff. I need to get back though. I need to get back to work. I need to get back to working out. I will say that, and my wife will say that too. We need to. But you get in this groove. I told her I get a 6-month groove here. Now I'm kind of figuring out what I got to do every day and how to, a routine basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Liam, thanks for coming in. Give you a quick tour here before you go.
Already?
But,
Just want me out already?
I know it's quick, isn't it?
Whatever.
What a segment. It's unbelievable.
Your time's done, dude.
Back to bed.
Yes.
We're not scheduled, but we will see you tomorrow out at Casey Woods' first media availability tomorrow, 10:15 out the stadium. So Liam will be out there with the news leader. Tom and I will be out there with the Jock. So looking forward to that. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Get Sports.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN The Jock.
The leaves aren't the only thing that can get brighter in the fall. 'Tis the season to play under the lights. At Play It Again Sports, football and soccer players reload every year with lots of new and gently used gear. From shoulder pads, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, and footballs to soccer shoes, shin guards, shorts, and jerseys. If you play a fall sport, it's more than likely we'll see you soon at Play It Again Sports. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Shopping Center.
Life's stressful enough, so when something unexpected happens, it's that much worse. That's why it's important that you're covered by Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent David Kinsman. He's not your typical insurance agent. He will fight for you. He's also a local and understands his community. Whether it's home and auto insurance to life and business, he has you covered on all fronts. So when something happens, don't sweat, because David Kinsman has your back. Google David Kinsman, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance today.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 9, believing that millennials aren't like the rest of us. Millennials aren't some ancient alien tribe. Rather, they're a collection of tribes. They do not behave as a single entity. Go ahead, Google millennials. The definition will pop up as the industry brims with theories on what makes millennials tick. Truthfully, millennials want the exact same thing that the rest of the world does. A product or service that does something for them. Millennials may not be like the older generations used to be, but then again, the older generations aren't what they used to be either. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri. ZimmerCommunications.com.
The biggest impact I get to make is seeing kids graduating.
I find it the most meaningful to be able to work with kids and see the smiles on their faces when they figure out how to read.
I felt really strongly that my faith was calling me to be a person who serves others.
The only way that things are going to get better is if we all try to lend a hand.
Volunteer in your community. Visit showmeservice.org. Sponsored by the Missouri Community Service Commission and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Ooh, the cool sounds of Cool 96 FM.
That's that live, we have to run the nondescript music.
By the way, I've tasked my son, my youngest son, Rhett, to find us approved YouTube music. Now, he's at camp this week, but he is on it. He's going to get us some approved music for us. Okay?
Nice.
So he's on it. So I just want to let you know, but so we don't have to have the cool sound of Clear 96.
Otherwise, our content does not go up on Facebook I think Facebook,
Facebook's
but
fine.
YouTube.
YouTube's,
YouTube's our problem. Hey, we've got our good friend from St. Louis who he didn't think he would be busy last night, but it turned out he got a little busier than he thought he would going in. Some trades by the Cardinals, and Mike Reeves joins us on the line from the St. Louis area. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, fellas. How you doing today?
We're doing great, Mike. And yeah, Tom's exactly right. We're sitting there going, when is Dustin May going to get traded? You know, is there going to be anybody else? That whole thing. And all of a sudden, boom, it came in a flurry, didn't it?
Well, it did. And a lot of times these things, I mean, we don't know what's going on. I know people love to do it. I get caught up in it sometimes too. You listen to or you watch all these guys that give you their 800 trade scenarios that are all going to, you know, here's everything we have. And generally what they do, and I understand, they throw out, you know, 800 of them and 798 never happened. 2 happened, and they tell you how we had that from the beginning. We were all over that one. Well, there was so much behind the scenes with the Cardinals. There was no secret which guys they were looking to move. I mean, everybody was pretty much on board with the 3 that moved. All were talked about being moved, but I didn't hear anybody talk about Milwaukee as a destination for anybody. Nobody. I didn't hear anybody on any level ever bring up Milwaukee, or I didn't hear Arizona. One of you guys did. I mean, I never heard that as a possible. So nobody except the front office folks, ownership, but nobody really knows what's going on until it's happened or is imminent and about to happen. So yeah, it did get a little bit crazy late there, but nothing unexpected. I think it went just as everybody would have thought it would. The guys they thought would moved, and the return was what you expected to get for any of the 3. They weren't out there trying to get a current roster guy who was going to tilt the team in a different direction. They were looking for young guys that hope develop, and mainly they wanted to clear some. I'm hopeful that by moving Newtbar, that they're opening things up and we'll get a little bit of a look at Baez and see what he is.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's what that was for. I pray that it wasn't to somehow let Victor Scott get back onto the roster. I hope that wasn't it.
I hope not.
I've had fears, guys. I've had fears. I don't trust him. I want it to be, you know. And then when Dustin May, they got what they wanted out of him. They knew it was they you know, give us some innings up to the trade deadline. Let's see if we can get something for you when it's all said and done. And Romero was a very marketable type guy. I mean, for a team that's trying to do something in the playoffs, that lefty who can come in and provide big outs is massive. And he has been better than average in St. Louis. He's been really good at times. And so I thought they did exactly what they set out to do. It's not glamorous. It's not sexy. You know, none of the guys that are coming back are nobody in St. Louis is going to know a thing about them, which is fine. But I still think they stuck to their plan and did what they intended to.
I think the return for these trades was really, really good for the Cardinals. I think they got better than probably what even the main Cardinal fans would hope. I think they got some really good players in return.
Really good prospects, you know, all highly rated prospects back.
Yeah, and it's hard to wrap a fan, and even us in the media sometimes, it's hard to wrap your head around a prospect that you may not. Well, first of all, they may never develop. We all know that.
Sure.
But even if they do, generally speaking, it's down the road a year plus 2 years. So you don't. It's not a whole lot of fun because of the trade deadline. You want that guy who's going to come in and he's going to start playing, you know, tomorrow, and he's going to. So it's not a lot of fun. You know, it takes away that part of it. But I agree with you guys. I mean, what else were you going to get for the guys that you were dealing? None of those guys, even if you wanted them to, was going to bring back the number one prospect from any organization. None of those guys is bringing that back. Fans, okay, they love Lars Nootbaar, but I think they love the name more than they love the player and his production. I've forever, if the guy's name was Ben Smith, nobody would have ever known who he was.
Yeah.
He had a he had a name. He had a fun name. People could yell Newt when he came to bat, but they didn't bother to look at that. For 6 years, he's hit 240 and done very little on the pitching side. So they got what they could, and I don't think a real true baseball person can be upset about what they got in return.
No, and Arizona didn't seem like they were overly thrilled, at least the fans overly thrilled with Newt. They were looking for a left-handed bat, preferably big average, maybe some pop. And the fans were like, "Oh, okay, well, he's going to play, but doesn't seem to be extremely exciting yet for them." So yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
I had their TV feed on last night from their game. I just honestly, I flipped it over. First of all, they're in the middle of battling for the wild card spots, and then secondly, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to kind of see if they talk about it at all, just to see what the TV announcer's general take is, and I think you're right on point. Their discussions were basically around, we got a guy who could help. He's a nice piece. All right, that's not what you say when you acquire a guy you think just turned the season for you.
Yeah.
And he may do wonderful. He may pull a Harrison Bader with what Bader did for the Mets, right? When he went to them and then had that remarkable playoff run. He might do something like that for them. Nobody can predict it. But in the 6 years he was in St. Louis, guys, he was the epitome and the actual definition of mediocre and average. And he was that every single year of every time. I mean, he's not a bad baseball player at all. He's not a great baseball player. He's a baseball player. And that's okay in the big leagues. You make a good living just being a baseball player. But I think it was time for him to move on, and let's see what some of the young outfielders are capable of doing. And he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. It's fantastic from a person perspective, my apologies, you're going to miss him. But from the baseball side of things, and there's the business parts that players talk about a lot, it was the right time for him to move on, and I wish him, and I think everybody else does, wish him well.
What's the knock on Joshua Baez in St. Louis now, or from the management? Obviously hitting a lot of home runs at Memphis. I know there's been the concern about the strikeout rate. What are you hearing these days on him?
I think if you're going to have one thing, it's strikeout rate. That's going to be it. And guys, it's 2026. If people strike out, that's just
yeah.
If he can hit with somewhat the same power at the big league level that he has at the minor leagues, I don't know if he can replicate it exactly, because that's superstar level. Maybe he's that, but he's going to strike out. And everybody I've talked to at the ballpark, anybody that scouts and is either a scout for the Cardinals or other teams, and I've had an opportunity to talk to you as we just sit in press boxes, everybody has said, you're going to have to live with the strikeouts. That's not going to change. I keep hearing it over and over that comes with the package. If he's going to hit the 35 and 40 home runs, he's also going to strike out 180 to 200 times or whatever in a 162 game schedule. Well, how many big power hitters in the big leagues right now? That's exactly what you're hearing, right? I mean, did the Phillies go into the season thinking, well, I hope Schwarber cuts down those strikeouts this year? No.
Hit more over the wall.
They said, keep hitting the ball out of the ballpark. Do that 40 to 50 times for us. And your on-base percentage, Schwarber still walks a ton too. That's exactly what they wanted from him. If the Cardinals got anything like that from Baez, and even as an outfielder, he's not just as DH, they can use him. If he's just serviceable in the outfield, if he can hit 30 to 35 homers, let's say he hits 250. Let's just throw that number out. Who wouldn't take that right now? I mean, I think you've got to quit worried about strikeouts in baseball at this point in time, because everybody does it. And I'm talking about guys who aren't hitting home runs. They're still big strikeout guys. So if that's the thing that's holding them back, I'd put that thing to bed and let's get him up here. He's got a full, 50 games left in the season ish. Let's see him for 50. And if it grows great, so what? If it goes terrible, so what? He's got 50 games under his belt into the next year.
Well, Mike, I was at several Springfield Cardinal games this week and broadcasting them, and the stats for minor league baseball have definitely changed. You don't see many 300 hitters anymore. The Cardinals are number 3, Springfield Cardinals number 3 in the Texas League with a 253 team batting average. 253. Yep. I told Rob yesterday, there are 250 more home runs already this year in the Texas League than there were all of last year, the complete season last year. Everybody's got the launch angle. Everybody's hitting home runs, lots of strikeouts. Cardinals had a 15 strikeout game, their pitchers did, and an 11 strikeout game this weekend. So lots of strikeouts, lots of home runs, very low batting average.
And it's that way from what I can tell, is from the high school level up. It's the days of make contact, move a man over, don't be make a strikeout an embarrassment, as a hitter. I heard Tony Gwynn once say he was embarrassed when he struck out. Well, then you go look at his numbers and you're like, well, at least he wasn't very embarrassed very often because he did not strike out. But guys today, it's not the way they're teaching the game, the launch angle and all the stuff. I'm not an analytics guy. I despise analytics. I'm old enough. I figure I can watch a baseball game and I can know by watching it if a player's doing well or not. I don't have to run to my computer and find out after the game if he had a good game or not. It boils me, to be honest with you. I can't stand it. But if it's the way they're going to play the game, then embrace it and run with it, and don't hold a guy back because he's striking out too much. I mean, you created the monster, now live with it. So, it's insane at the major league level. It's major league teams. I think the major league batting average now is 240 something for the league. That's the league batting average. That's
insane.
That's in the day, as an old guy will tell you, and I'm one of those old guys. It's like, who would have fathomed that? And now it's just okay. Everybody comes to the plate sitting between 210 and 245. If you see the 280, you're impressed. So batting average is gone. We don't worry about it anymore. Strike out a ton, but if you're going to do it, hit it over the fence. And that's one thing the big league club this year has had struggles at times when Jordan Walker and Burleson aren't hitting home runs. They're not hitting many. And they need more guys who can hit it out of the park in the way the game is played today.
Yeah, that's what really frustrates me is, I run a baseball club, a youth high school baseball club, and all these analytics. I'm old school. I've taught gap to gap, make solid contact, put it out there. If you get a home run, great. Congratulations. You squared that one up and it went. But I'm telling my kids, listen, you need to hit gap to gap. You need to hit doubles, and then the home runs will come if you make good, solid contact, because it's a lost art in these days. Everything's launch angle, like you said. Everything's hit the ball over the wall or nothing. Strikeouts are perfectly acceptable in today's game, which I'm okay with being aggressive up there, but just waylaying bats at balls, I'm not acceptable with that.
No, and I learned all I needed to learn, and I will share this with you just real quickly because I think it fits perfectly what we're talking about now. I was talking to one of the guys that grades out and, analyzes these players. And he told me, he's an older gentleman like myself. And he said, one of the reasons these guys do it is that these analytics they take with them to arbitration and for contracts and these analytics now. But he said, how about this one if you want to know how the game changed? He said, if a guy comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs and hits a flare single to right, goes the other way, drops it into right, 2-run score.
Yeah.
Okay. He said, if he does that, there's a grade for that at bat. If he hits a 389-foot fly ball to deep left center that's caught, the left center is higher than the base hit to score 2 runs.
Wow.
Because you launched it. You
Yeah.
put it up in the air
That's-
and you hit it 390 feet. So that grades better. Well, that was a much better at bat. You just didn't get any results. That little flare to right that plated 2 runs, we don't score that as high. That's all I needed to know about analytics. And if I disliked it before, that put my hatred at a whole new level.
Wow.
Mm.
Well,
So
yeah. Go ahead, Tom. Sorry,
Mike. You're getting ready for the new school season, I guess. What are your broadcast plans this year?
I will be primarily, especially for the fall season. There's a streaming outlet now that we've had going on for 3 years. It's Parkland Sports Live, focusing primarily on Farmington, Park Hills, and North County, and whoever their opponents may be during that week. And I have 90% of the games been a sideline reporter for them. I do go in the booth for color commentary on occasion. We're having a blast with it, getting great response. Finally, after the first year was a little iffy, we got all the technology up to snuff so that the streaming is legit, solid streaming. None of the glitches and things you get with so many of these things. Really good product, and I'll be doing some things with that, as well as A-Corp Sports that streams out of the Southeast Missouri area.
Nice.
I've been doing a lot of stuff with them. So as far as radio, I'm doing almost no radio stuff anymore, but it still feels the same as far as coverage, and the high school scene is still a fun scene to cover no matter what the sport.
Absolutely. Well, you got radio with us, I mean, we love having you on.
I don't want to divorce myself completely from it. That's why when you get in touch with me, I'm like, I got to do this. I don't do it. I don't do enough, terrestrial radio anymore. I got to get back out there somewhere. The streaming is amazing. Don't get me wrong. And I'm glad that it's out there, but I'm always going to miss those days I was doing that. But some circumstances that I will avoid getting into took me away from where I spent 33 years in Park Hills. But hey, at least I found some other things to keep me involved in it, and I've always got the St. Louis scene, which has been fabulous over the years. And talking with you guys, I mean, as many times as you want to do this, let me know. We'll do it.
It's awesome.
Well, I've got a picture of you up on our live stream in your KFMO windbreaker. So you're representing the old honk, I guess, on our stream this morning. So.
All right. Well, I will try my best to get some updated pictures. That was not as updated, but as the update happens, the problem is, guys, the older you get, the less attractive you get to go up on any screen. so just beware. The guy gets a whole lot older as time progresses. So, hey, it's perfectly. I'm glad you had something up there that you could post. You did a good job finding that.
Yeah, it wasn't a high school picture, I can tell you that.
No, that's perfectly okay, because my mirror tells me every morning that there's no high school kid in there anymore.
No.
Yeah, those days are long gone. So I guess the way you look at it is you get to certain ages. Hey, I look in the mirror and there's somebody there. We're having a good day. Let's move on.
That's right. We got out of bed this morning. That's a win. 100%. Hey, Mike, thanks. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. We'll do it here real soon. Okay.
Yeah. You let me know when. We'll do it. Guys, take care and have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Mike. Mike Reeves from St. Louis.
Yep. Big trade news out of the St. Louis Cardinals yesterday, the final day of the trade deadline. JoJo Romero, Dustin May, Lars Nootbaar, all gone, but man, some prospects coming back.
It's good. I thought it was a good haul overall. I thought the Cardinals did really well with that, and even trading interdivision with Milwaukee. But what we're finding out now in Major League Baseball, there's no more interdivision. It's just people can line up. You've got people, we've got people. Let's make a trade. And I don't think they even look at that anymore with the interleague as much. I think if it wasn't interleague, straight American League National League might be something, but I think now it's you got to find a dance partner, and if the dance partner is in Milwaukee, that's the dance partner. So, all right, let's take a break. Our final break of the show on a Tuesday. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realize it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rodgersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rodgersville Heating and Cooling. RodgersvilleHVAC.net.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Long before Surf and Turf gained its catchy nickname, people were already pairing the best of land and sea on special occasions. Retro Metro celebrates that tradition with their Jeremy and Julia Surf and Turf, a 6 or 10 ounce filet, served over Cajun cream pappardelle pasta, topped with 3 grilled shrimp, and a house-made crab cake, finished with fresh béarnaise. Experience the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by C&C Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of C&C Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call C&C Automotive today and get summer ready.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
Not your average sports show. Louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the Opening Drive, the last segment on a Tuesday, August 4th. Hope you're having a great day as you get started today out and about. We've got a lot of things to talk about the rest of the week, but one of the things I want to talk about here before we get too far along is the Baseball Mission has their Wiffle Ball for a Cause fundraiser. Wiffle Ball for a Cause, where the Baseball Mission raising money for their mission trip to Puerto Rico next Memorial Day week. I think it's the week of Memorial Day. But we have that Wiffle Ball tournament on August 13th.
Ooh, that's coming up.
That's like in 2 weeks. Yeah.
No, it's
like not this week.
Today's the 4th. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, August 15th.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, August 15th. That's a Saturday at New Covenant Academy. If you want to sign up for that, you go to Facebook, The Baseball Mission. You'll see that on there. Sign up. $30 a player. If you have bring a team.
How many players on a team?
4 players on a team.
So 4 players on the field at one time.
Correct.
1 infielder, 2 outfielders.
Yeah, I think that's
2
how they do it.
infielders, 1 outfielder.
1 pitcher and 3 outfielders.
And you
got
got
no catcher.
Yeah, because you got the
little thing
strike
where you throw it in
zone,
there. So and that's open to anybody, any skill level. If you want to come out and play wiffle ball with us, with that $30, you get a free meal with that as well. Your friends want to come out, don't want to play, they will have meals for purchase there. All proceeds go to the Baseball Mission and their Puerto Rico mission trip. Our annual banquet's going to be February 6th in 2027. So we got that kind of lined up, waiting on our speaker on that one, working on that. But that's all coming up. But that's going to be fun. There's a big wiffle ball league in town. A lot of those players are going to come out and play. And again, it's all skill level. I mean, whatever gender, doesn't matter. I mean, whatever age. I think Rhett's going to play on my team. We're all getting together and just playing. So 2-game guarantee. New Covenant Academy, $30 a player.
No problems with the NIL, I guess, for the younger players.
No NIL problems at all. We're not paying them to play. They're just going to go out and play on their own. So I mean, I think we got a couple of maybe I think 13-year-old kids are signed up. I mean, just come on and play. It's just to be fun day, just playing wiffle ball. We're gonna try to get a Zimmer team here together. I'll float that around today to come on out and play wiffle ball on a Saturday morning. So it'll be great.
Good.
So that's coming up, and then I'll put that up on the also on the Jock side as well. But anyway, I don't know what you had going. But
a couple things I want to mention.
Yeah, you go.
The new lineup yesterday,
amazing. I listened all day. Yesterday. Wow, what a day!
Matt and Myron,
they were
in the afternoon. Yes,
man, they were good. And
those guys, they've been together for years on the weekend. And I told you, I said, love listening to them on the weekend.
Yeah.
Just fantastic show. Good humor, and they good sports knowledge. But I love the fact I'm kind of a humor guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm funny, but I appreciate good humor.
Yeah.
Yes. So they have that, and all the shows do. The Golics right after us.
Golics was so good.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it was. We were trying to get our promo done so we could listen to the start of the Golics.
And immediately as they start the show, they yuck it up a little bit right at the beginning, and then they go into the opening drive.
That's what they call it.
Yep.
So it's the Golics, the show, but the opening segment's the opening drive, what they talk about, the top stories and stuff like that. So
nothing wrong with stealing a
we gave them permission.
Idea. I mean, yeah.
It's what it does.
They were listening to us. They had a couple months to kind of listen, to get ready. They were like, hey, I like that opening drive. These guys are good. Let's steal their title for our top stories.
Absolutely.
Opening drive.
There you go.
Yep.
That was great. Eisen's always great. And then Freddie and Harry I listened all day yesterday.
We get stolen from a lot.
We do.
I mean,
flattery,
it happens.
Yeah, it's
one of those things.
It's what it is. But I tell you, that's a great lineup. And then we got a big promotion we're doing now. We got to get
Red,
that
White, and Ride. We're giving away a 4-wheeler, 4x4 4-wheeler from Honda the Ozarks. Westgate Trailers is also giving a trailer for the 4-wheeler.
Great. So you can haul that 4-wheeler around.
Here's all you got to do. Here's all you have to do. Listen for the code word each hour from 6A and right up until 7P. Every hour, we have a code word. And usually it's right at the top of the hour where our IDs are. I say top of the hour. So we've got the 9 o'clock, ESPN coming up. There'll be a code word coming up. I think at 9, right there at the top of the hour, the ID, there'll be a code word. I even actually emailed. I did on our email list. We have a special email list for our fans. I sent out a special one yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So all you have to do is send that. On our website, we have the Red, White, and Ride logo. Click on it. It gives you a little thing to fill out. All you got to do is put the code word in, your name, how we can reach you. Boom.
Done.
You're entered.
You're entered. And that's the thing. And you can do as many times as you want.
Yes.
You get multiple entries. So if you do code word, whatever it is this hour, boom. Next hour, boom. I mean, you can do it all day. I mean, and let me tell you something. You're going to want to enter. I mean, that's a pretty nice ride.
Then on August 22nd, the giveaway will occur at Honda the Ozarks. You must be there to win.
Must be in person.
Yep. August 22nd, the greatest day of the year, every year, is August 22nd. So we'll have that giveaway.
Boom.
You going to ask me why?
Why, Tom?
My birthday. But
August 22nd is your birthday? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that was information you should not have shared.
Nope, I know. There's that, but, the day before is my granddaughter's birthday.
Oh.
And the day before that's my anniversary.
Whoa, what a week you got planned.
Yeah, so I get, again,
it's all great.
Messed up because we got the anniversary.
Yeah.
And then we got granddaughter's birthday. She's the oldest granddaughter.
Yeah.
The next day. and I give her all kinds of guff because she could have waited 3 hours and we would have had the same
that close, huh?
day. So
oh wow,
3 is our big number because I every time I see her 3, it's
yeah, that's funny.
3 hours. You could have waited. 3 hours. What was so important? You had to come out at
Why
9
did you have to
o'clock.
come out now?
9 o'clock in the evening. You could have waited 3 more hours, and we could have done this together.
That's funny though. That's cool though. It's right around the same time.
Yep.
You celebrate the same time. That makes fun for weekends there, birthday weekends. That's good.
Well, it's the anniversary too. So who gets the anniversary? My wife.
Yeah, absolute. Well, always gets the anniversary. Of
Yep.
course. There you go. Well, we'll
Should.
be celebrating that week. I can't wait for that. You just let me in on something I didn't know about. In fact, I'm gonna circle on my calendar right here.
43 years, I think it is this year for Tom and
43.
his lovely. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Tom and his lovely.
Congratulations, Sharon. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
We were 10 when we got married. In Illinois, it was legal, then to get married at 10.
Tom's B-Day.
Oh,
Tom's
it's a Saturday. I didn't even know. I hadn't even looked at it.
Yeah, Tom's B-Day on Saturday.
Wow.
There you go.
All right.
Well, that's the show. Hey, that's our Tuesday. Tomorrow, full throttle, Craig Stagner. Here we go. Get some racing news tomorrow, plus all your favorite sports news right here on the #1 sports station in Springfield, Mo. It's the opening drive with Tom Robin, ESPN Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports. Thank you, Highland Dairy, as well. See you tomorrow.
The Golics coming up next
on the opening drive.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Tuesday. It's a mild